if you're like me, I know that you're always looking for the best way to maximize your workouts. Well, today I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I've discovered that really helps me to make the most out of my workouts, and that's a dynamic warm-up. Before any workout, before any run, walk, hike, lift, you should always move your body through some dynamic moves to warm up your muscles, get your mind-body connection going, and give yourself the best chance, the best foot forward to crush your next workout. Today I have a 10-minute dynamic warm-up for us. The only equipment you're going to want is a mat because we will be down in a few plank poses and we'll be down on our hands and knees. But if you've got a little patch of grass, if you're outside getting ready for your run, that's fine too. You can just use a little patch of grass. 10 exercises, 1 minute moving through each, and then you'll be out there ready to crush that next workout. Go grab your mat if you need it. Get your music started if you like listening to music during your workouts and warm-ups, and meet me back here. All right, friends, we're gonna get started straight away with a high knee march. So bring your feet about hip width distance apart and then just begin to drive one knee up as you drive the opposite arm up. Exhaling as the knee comes up and inhaling through center. We're gonna be here for about 15 more seconds and then we're gonna take it into some static knee hugs. So we're gonna take it into a balance in about 3, 2, 1. Ground that left foot, hug your right knee in and hold it for 2, 3. And then switch it out, ground the left foot, hug the right knee in. We have about 20 more seconds here. If you're close to a wall and you need to hold on to a wall, you can hold on to a wall as you get your balance here. Really pressing through that standing foot. Let's do one more each side before we come into some clapping jacks. You might be wondering, what are clapping jacks? Well, it's a knee drive, and we're gonna clap underneath our knee. Just getting the heart rate up, beginning to warm up the upper body, because if you're going out for a run, your upper body is very important, right? It helps to keep us upright. In about 10 seconds, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to jump these like a jumping jack, or to continue to step them in 3, 2, 1. So it's just a 1 foot hop. And if you're getting ready to go out for a run, running is a 1 foot activity. And if you're getting ready for any other workout, you might have some balance involved, or you just definitely want to get the heart rate up. 5 more seconds here. We're going to take our feet wide for some skater lunges in 3, 2, 1. So feet wider than hip width distance apart. Lunge into that right foot and then keep your hips low as you lunge into the left leg. Can you hear my heart rate's elevated? That's a good thing. So try to stay low. Don't look down at the ground. Look out in front of you. Shift the hips back and around, and your hands can be on your hips. Your hands can be out front, which reminds us to keep our chest lengthened. And then now let's just begin to speed them up, bringing opposite elbow in the direction of the opposite knee, as we do when we run. About 15 more seconds here, and we're going to come into a lateral lunge, and we're going to incorporate a knee hug and a hip opener. Or a quad opener. Don't worry, I've got you. In 3 seconds, you're going to step to the left end of your mat. So both feet at the left end of the mat. Lunge out with the right foot. Step back to center. Hug the right knee in. Plant the right foot. And then hug the left heel into your butt. All right. Step out to the right. Lunge. Come back to center. Right knee hugs in. Lift the right arm, grab your left shoelaces with your left hand, and bring that heel to your butt. So if we were gonna stretch after a run, we would hold any of these stretches, right? We would hold them statically, but in a dynamic warm-up, we wanna get our blood flowing and keep our muscles warm and not hold a stretch. It's been proven that moving dynamically like this for short periods of time in a movement is really good for our workouts. All right, so now we're gonna step down to the right side of the mat and we're gonna do it on the opposite side. So left leg lunges out, come back through center, hug the left knee in, and then a quadricep stretch, right hand to right shoelaces, hug the right knee towards the left. All right, lunge to the right, step center, right knee hug in, or left knee hug in, right quadricep stretch. It's a lot. I'm gonna stop talking and let you focus on the movement. And again, if there's a wall nearby or a tree, or maybe you've just gotten out of your car to go for a run, you can hold on to something. About 15 more seconds here. And then we're gonna make our way to one end of the mat for a walkout. 5 more seconds here. Might be able to get another lunge in, come back, and then head to the back of the mat, hinge at your hips. We're gonna walk out to a high plank, and then we're gonna step right foot to the outside of the right hand, step it back. Left foot to the outside of the left hand, step it back, and then crawl yourself back. Trace your fingertips up your shins and your quads, shoulders down and back in their sockets. And then again, hinge at the hips, trace your fingertips down your quads and shins. Come into that plank, right foot outside of the right hand, left foot outside of the left hand, and walk it back up. Probably have time for about one more, about 20 more seconds here. And then we're gonna hold that high plank and come into a world's greatest stretch on the right for a minute. And then we'll take a world's greatest stretch on the left for a minute. So about 5 more seconds, make your way into that high plank. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Release your left knee down. Work your right elbow in the direction of the inside of your right foot, and then spiral those fingertips up towards the ceiling. So opening up our chest and opening up our hip. If you can touch the elbow to the ground without hunching your shoulders forward, that's fantastic. And if you can't, you're going to just bring the elbow in the direction of the mat or the grass or wherever you are. So opening up our chest here, working into the shoulder joint as well as the hips. And then at the bell, which is about 7 more seconds away, we're just gonna switch to the other side. All right, so come back through that high plank, left foot to the outside of the left hand, right knee finds the mat, and then peeling open. So I want you to think about lengthening your waist forward and drawing your tailbone back so that we're creating some space in our low back here. And then twisting open. So after a run, a counterpart to this stretch might be holding the lizard pose. But here, we're moving dynamically. We're moving, we're opening up rotation, that thoracic spine. And at the bell, we're gonna come to our hands and knees for a bird dog. And we're gonna alternate sides there. So pull that low belly in and up to keep some space. All right, so bird dog, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, extend opposite arm, opposite leg, squeeze that extended glute, bring elbow to knee, lengthen back out, and then switch it. Reach that hand forward like you're gonna shake someone's hand, and then crunch, elbow to knee. So we're warming up our core here, the muscles that run along our spine that stabilize us, keep us upright. We're warming up our front abs, our obliques. Keep your gaze out in front of you to keep your neck safe. We want to keep our neck in line with the rest of our spine. After this, we have one more warm-up exercise that we're going to do. And then you're going to be out into that run to crush your time, out into your next workout. All right, up on our feet, carefully come to stand, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 high knees and 1, 2, 3, 4 butt kicks. Just alternating. And it can be a jog to start. And then you can start to bring the knees up even higher. Make sure that those knees point down to the ground as you bring your heels up to your glutes. So even if you're doing a strength workout, it's good to get your heart rate up, to get the blood flowing, to make these mind-muscle connections that are required to shift or to balance or to do pairings of movements that we might not be used to. All right, friends, you are now warm and ready to make the most of your next workout. I would love to hear what you thought about this warm-up and how your workout went afterwards. Drop me a line in the comments below, let me know, and I will see you back here really soon.